Hi everybody. First off, I want to say thank you to whoever is liking, subscribing, commenting. I really do appreciate it. Sorry I have been MIA. I know I post like every month or so, but this time I was thinking about doing something a little bit different. So let's just see how that goes. I'm still in a process of transitioning on, with a couple of things. But I do want to say that, when I do talk to you guys, it's not like I'm not talking to you guys about something I have already, that like I haven't experienced or is dealing with right now. I want to say that. Um, but for some, like, for a little bit, my self-love and my own self-worth has been gone down the drain. And so I made a vow to myself. It was actually during the eclipse that happened, a couple days ago, that I'm going to start doing what makes me happy. Because, what, at the end of the day, it's truly what you want to do and what makes your own self happy. And to make you, so that's what I'm doing. I choose to make myself happy. So, one thing is, if you're questioning your self-worth and, if you don't feel good enough or anything like that, I understand completely. I battle myself, my own self with self-esteem issues. I have ever since I was a child. Being a mulatto child isn't easy. We have the African American culture where, they think that we think we have, we think that, a lot of people think that, especially their culture, that we think that we're better than them, but really no, we come from the same ancestral past lines too. Or they just don't like us because, our skin tone, our hair, if we have colored eyes, I don't know. I really, is like, I have my difficulties with them. I'm not saying anything. I do love them and anything, and I won't speak any disrespect towards them. But, at the end of the day, I am still like you. I'm African American too. My mom's white and my dad's black. And then, being Caucasian too, we get frowned upon because, I'm a mixed child. Like, it's like we're like their worst enemy. But, it's 2019, a lot of people are having multiracial kids. And, I love that. I love seeing multiracial kids. Like, but then at the same time, I feel like I have to bring some kind of awareness to show them that, when dealing with the multiracial kid, it's not all fun and games, because we're always trying to figure out, where we belong. It's hard. It is really hard. Like, I struggle all the time, like, not knowing my biological father. I have so many questions, and, I should, honestly, like, my own, that side of the family, 22 years not knowing who my other side of the family is. Honestly, I don't even know my mom's side of the family like that either. But, they coming out to me, yes, I understand. It is, they want to show me love and show that I have a family that supports me too. The other side, it's hard, knowing that 22 years, it took 22 years, and I have no hate towards them. I have no anger. I have no anger towards my father. May he rest in peace. But, there is a lot of personal issues. And then I have, like, Hispanics. I usually, honestly, I'll be real, I flip more towards the Hispanic. I always have looked like a Hispanic since day one. Everybody thinks I'm Hispanic because, I'm going to be real. When I have my natural hair, my natural hair is not damaged, because my hair is damaged and I've been cutting it. And only just because it humbles me when I cut my hair, because when I have my curly hair, I think I'm the shit. But, so I cut my hair a lot, and only because it humbles me, and it's getting to a point where, you know, my ego is not that big, is not big like that. You know, yeah, you know, I have some good qualities and I have bad, and I understand. We get, you know, it's the yin and the yang. I totally understand that. But I was thinking about, so I wanted to say that is like, you know, I have dealt with my own issues before. Still am dealing with my self issues, especially when it comes into relationship. I don't know. I'm a person is like, if I'm really feeling you and we're in a relationship, I will fight for you. I will always fight for you, no matter how toxic the relationship is. Doesn't matter, you know what I mean? But I vowed myself before this eclipse, when this eclipse happened, to take care of myself, and that's what I'm doing, and that's how I honestly feel, because you know what, I deserve to be happy. I deserve to feel loved. I deserve to feel loved by myself for who I am. And you know what, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I am trying to put out more. It is about self-love. So like, if you're here for something that is dealing with, you know, wanting love spells for somebody else to love or anything, I'm not gonna do that, because at the end of the day, I feel like people need to work on themselves within, because you know, yeah, we want people to love us, you know, but then at the same time, you have to love yourself before you love anybody else, and that it takes a lot, especially with the society, with Facebook and, you know, Instagram, especially Instagram. When you see a pretty female, like even myself, like I know I'm pretty, I know, but I'm very humble because of my attitude. Like, you know, I have the worst attitude and I'm working on it, but it humbles me because, you know, it's like sometimes the prettiest people have like the worst attitude and the worst things ever. And you know, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm bad. No, I am actually very humble. I'm caring and I'm loving. And you know, this is the reason why I'm coming to you guys and showing you a little something different, and actually like helping you guys out if this helps you out, because you know, if I'm going through it, I know somebody out there is going through it, and it's okay. You know, we all go through it. As long as, you know, there is somebody out there in the world that understands your pain that you're going through, not all the way, but understands it, it helps, because you know, because it's like you know, you're not alone. All right, so that's what I wanted to talk about with self-love and everything like that. But in self-worth, just know that don't question your self-worth for no relationship. Don't question if you're questioning yourself, please get out. Please get out. It is easier said than done. But then at the end of the day, you know, that person loved you. They wouldn't have you question your self-worth. They wouldn't have you questioning anything, because they would show you that, you know what I mean? And I understand. I'm not telling you can do whatever, like, I'm not telling you get out the relationship, because sometimes it's a learning lesson. Sometimes you have to learn. I was in a toxic relationship for like 6 years before, and he treated me dirty. He treated me so dirty, but you know, karma is a bitch, and karma comes back. And it bites them in the ass at the end of the day. You know, I try to do everything with good intentions within my heart. You know, I care so much. Like, I even, you know, sometimes even befriend an ex just because, you know, I still care about them and I still want them to succeed in life, you know. But sometimes you gotta learn how to not do that. That's one of my problems, is that, you know, I befriend people that treating me like shit or, you know, made me question my own self-worth or my self-love. But that's okay. You know, I am still in the process of learning. This is what this universe and this is what this world is about. This is what, you know, we are here to make mistakes. We are human beings. We are here to make these mistakes, to learn from them. And you know what? That's fine. Making mistakes are fine. It is just the process of world. And as long as you have learned from your mistakes, then you know what? You're good. You are good. Just know the universe has a plan for you, and just understand that everything will be okay at the end of the day. Like, I know I'm gonna be good. At the end of the day, regardless what is going on, I know the universe got my back. I know the universe got something up her sleeves, and will be bam in your face. Usually you're stressing for no reason. Why you're stressing? And I am fine with that. But so I wanted to say that. But there's another thing that I have a little pet peeve. I was going off of Snapchat before about this, but the saying, "I need you." I need you. All right. I don't like it. And I'm dealing with this from myself and from other people. When I hear "I need you," and what it just, from my experiences, you're giving away your power. You know what I mean? You're letting the person, whoever's like run you. If it's like, especially with your feelings, don't let them, don't say "I need you." You're giving them the power, and the power is not, your power is your power. Keep that, because that's what's going to keep you and keep you sane and keep you from going crazy. Like, I used to say "I need you" to one person so much, and I became an emotional wreck, because I love the person. I still do. I still care about him. I really do. I gave away that power. I gave him my power, and I let my emotions go crazy. And it's okay. You know why? Because I have learned, these months has been chaotic, but then at the end of the day, I have learned. Yes, I lost my job. Yes, I lost my mind a couple times. But you know what? I'm here. I'm still alive. I'm standing. And, I'm not dead. Yes, my heart got broken plenty of times, but I'm still here. You know what I mean? If I wasn't, like, honestly, if I wanted to, if my emotions were to a point that gotten too bad, like, I used to self-harm. I used to self-inflict, because the emotions that's within myself, like in my head, especially my head, and how my mind goes, because my mind is in circles. It does. My mind is always in circles. I gotta break it. But with that being said, me being in my mind all the time, I'm just, trying to get out of it. So, I clean, I cook. I learned that, me cooking, especially when I'm sad, is like healing food. Like, I'm using cooking as a coping skill now, and I'm still trying to get better. And you know what? When the days go by, I'm slowly but surely getting better. You know what I mean? When they say time heals, time heals. It might take a month, it might take 2 months, it might take 5, 6, 7, 8, how many months? A year, 2 years, 6 years? I don't know. But you're going to heal, as long as you want to heal. And that's what I'm saying. People need to heal. You know what I mean? And some people need to understand that when you go through a rough time, that means in a relationship or just in life in general, when the universe is throwing you shit, you need time to heal. You need time to re-energize yourself. And that is okay to take time. It's okay to be selfish with yourself, because you know what? At the end of the day, you are looking out for yourself, and that is okay. As long as you look out for number one, which is you, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. If you have children, I understand it's hard to go from having yourself into a child, and you have to help your child at the same time. But if you help yourself, you're going to help your child at the end of the day. You're going to implant these thought process, you know, when they grow up, like these thought processes, like tell your kids that they're beautiful, tell them, actually let them express their emotions. If they're angry, I'm not saying throw a tantrum, I'm not saying that, but like instead of, you know, teach them how to use their words. Let them write it out. If they need to scream it out, but not out like, and I wouldn't say out in public, but like, you know, if they're having a bad day, let them go in their room, screaming on top of the head, let them do something to make themselves happy. Don't go buy something for them. Don't do that. Just be like, let them go make themselves happy because they're children, you know? So, but that's okay. I'm not telling you to do anything kind of parenting. It is. I just wish that, you know, I just wasn't I didn't have to suppress my feelings, because when I was growing up, I was one of those kids that was raised that, you know, you cry at night and then when you wake up, you're gonna put your makeup on and walk out there like a boss bitch. I was like that. I was raised like that, you know, and I'm trying to not deal with that and not trying to act like that anymore, because you can't suppress your feelings, because if you keep on suppressing it, you're never going to get over it. All right, I probably was talking fast, but I do have, like I was saying, I do have something different. I actually wanted to, I'm sorry, I actually wanted to do, I'm so sorry, I wanted to do a candle. But before I do that, I'm pretty sure you see these crystals, like these bracelets, and you know, my necklace. So this is a Lamarian, and it helps you with just go with the flow. So pretty much with this one, it helps you just go with the flow. Like it's a water. It's just gonna help you, you know, go with things and not go chaotic like myself. Like I go chaotic when things don't go my plan, and it's okay, because you know what, I have learned and I'm using this and it's helping me so far, and I'm okay, and I'm breathing, I'm alive, you know, Jesus Christ. Just thank you. But then I have a moonstone. This moonstone is help you with your inner goddess, and it's supposed to help you to do that. Yeah, it's for your, like, your divine goddess and stuff. I haven't been reading up on my crystals lately, because like I don't work at at the shop no more, so like I kind of fell off. I took actually a break from anything dealing with magic or anything dealing with tarot or any oracle or anything, because you know it was making me go crazy, so I took a break. But I do want to say moonstones do help you with your fertility. So if you don't want to get pregnant, don't wear it. This is rhodonite, and it looks like a clear quartz, but then at the same time it might be rose quartz. This is for like more of inner self-love. You know, once you're like your inner, I think this one's more for like your inner child type of thing. So I have that, and then this is opalite. It's for your inner child. Honestly, it's about bringing your inner child out, the innocence that you had when you were a child, and it's actually one of my favorite ones, because you know, when I look at it, I think of like more of a like angelic when I was a child. How, you know, I seen the world a whole different place. And you know, when you look at it, it kind of looks transparent, and it's like a little rainbowy and stuff. So it's something I love. You can get these at a crystal shop. The one that I was working at it's called Avalon. It's downtown. I'm not gonna really say why I left, but they're good. They're good people. I loved them. I would say I actually do missing there, but my own inner demons got to me, and it's okay. It's okay. I have learned a lot. I learned a lot from them, and I really do appreciate them for everything they have taught me, even though the way I went out was immature. And I apologize. This is Fancy Jasper. The Fancy Jasper for me is forgiveness. There's a lot of forgiveness. There's forgiveness within myself and for people. I forgive people more than I forgive myself, because, always giving people second chances. And then Tiger's Eye is for me to do what I want, because usually I'll just sit here and not do anything at my house. I wouldn't do anything, honestly, but you know what? I am taking the lead. I'm taking charge of my life now, and that's what I'm doing. Smoky Quartz is more for protection. It helps with blocking out negative energy, keeping, that's labradorite. If you get like blue labradorite or black labradorite, I would say more blue is more of keeping, you can't use your aura to make my aura kind of messed up. Like if I'm happy and stuff and you're sad, it's like you stay there and I stay there, and it's almost the same thing as a smoky quartz. But you can get these crystals from any crystal shop. There's Avalon downtown Orlando. If you know where that is, is on Hillcrest. There's one that's around there too. It's called Spiral Circle. It's a bookstore. Sorry. There's one on Old Town. I think it's called Old Town. It's like a little area that tourists go to. It's in Kissimmee. They have a place called Black Mineral Market. So there's different places you can look up. You can always order them online. I prefer to actually go out and look at the crystals, because I like mine is a certain way, and I feel like the crystals are I feel like crystals talk to you, that's how I do it. Oh, and then I have a rose quartz with me. Always a rose quartz. Self-love. It's always self-love. I love it. It helps me. I haven't held her for a minute, honestly, so I'm sorry, I'm enjoying her right now. It feels good. She feels amazing. I wish I held her a long time ago. Alright. Okay. Back to the candles. So I have a 7-day candle, which is, it should burn 7 days straight. Well, not 7 days straight. It just depends on whatever you want to do, because I don't know what you want to do. I call them 7 days because that's what I learned from my job. So I call them 7 days, and it should burn 7 days. I prefer 7 days because I want to get all of it. I want the good juices to flow. And I apologize if my communication is a little off. We're in Mercury retrograde right now, so I apologize. Okay. So right now I'm self-love. Okay. So I was just talking to her. So I looked up a little bit online about which herbs are good for self-love. There's a lot, honestly. So with the herbs, you can get them anywhere. You can get them at Avalon if you're close to that. Leaves and Roots. Leaves and Roots has 2 spots. I know one's in Castleberry, and the other one's all the way out of Orlando, down to Colonial, down. Not going to downtown, but going that way. So you can always order them online too. I found a cheaper way for a little bit, if you're just starting to understand this stuff. I actually go to the grocery store and get them. I go to the Spanish shop, either at the Spanish bodega that I go for my Spanish food, or I go to my neighborhood Walmart or my Walmart and I go for this, or you can go for a regular one that is, you know, I don't have it. I actually forgot my Himalayan salt. Give me 1 second. Okay. Or I go like have a little seasoning like this. They only had Himalayan salt in this brand with the Spanish aisle, but you can always go to like parsley or cloves like that. Walmart has them for like I think 98 cents. So like sometimes I'm like on a budget because I'm not at work, so I'm not working, so I make things on a budget. And then a lot like before, the only reason why I have most of these seasoning is because before I left work, I went on a shopping spree for seasonings and oils. So so there's Himalayan salt, pink Himalayan salt. I just know this from previous when I used to work over there. They use pink Himalayan salt with somebody's self-love, and I actually like it. I think it's beautiful. So Himalayan salt. Rosemary is another good one for self-love. I have a paper that would tell me everything, but I really don't feel like going back and forth. You can always look it up. I do recommend Scott Cunningham's herbs for the magical use, something like that. He is wonderful. I love his books. My mom actually showed me him. He has beautiful books. I love it. Actually easy to read. My first book was A Solitary Witch one because I like to learn on myself, but I kind of like hope at the same time. So it depends. So rosemary is good. Lavender, if most people know what lavender is for, is more for a calming effect. It's to soothe. And it is good for self-love too, because you know what, you're soothing your heart, you're soothing those thoughts and stuff like that. So it's really good. Chamomile is another calming one. I love drinking this chamomile tea with some vanilla chamomile with some honey in it. Ugh, love it. These are juniper berries. I forgot what they're for. I'm gonna tell you this. I have a book. Like I said, I have a book. I just didn't bring it with me. But if anything, I'll put it on the description box or anything. Like I said, you can always look it up for yourself. I promote self-learning. I'll get better at this. I'll make sure I have all my book and oils and candles and whatever I have near me. But I love the smell of junipers, and it reminds me of fairies because they like it, and I love fairies. Then I have rose. Rose is always a self-love thing for me. It's love in general, because what do? You give roses to the people that you love, if they like roses, So, rose. Here's another little slick thing I do. I have peppermint. This is peppermint, and this is actually a tea. And I just got them, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna ride with it. And peppermint is for uplifting, so I love it. So those are the herbs. Like I said, you can get them at your neighborhood grocery store, or you can go to a medical physical shop. So jasmine is another beautiful scent. I actually love jasmine scent. These oils, I'll be real with you, I got them from, most of these are from these are mostly from Walmart. Budget. When I say budget, I'm on a budget. So there's jasmine. There we go. Rose. I love rose. sandalwood. I love this smell, so this was gonna go in it anyways. I enjoy the smell of sandalwood. I enjoy it. And it brings back, it feels like when I smell sandalwood, it brings back my power. Grapefruit is another uplifting one. I got Inner Balance, which I really don't need because I have sandalwood and rose, and this is what Inner Balance is. So it smells amazing. I love Inner Balance. Stability, because I feel like my emotions and just, I have to keep firm grasp and just stay down and grounded. So, but these, I got them from Avalon again. The Hoodoo Voodoos from Avalon too. So this is Crown of Glory. The only reason why I use it is because I'm going for my glory. I'm getting my self-love back. Because if you don't have your self-love, there's a lot of things that go corrupt. And then a road opener. So a road opener is just to open the roads and give it a clear path. And then I put energy with it because I want to work with it fast. I want this to happen fast. So there we go. I have all this in the way. So give me 1 second to clear this out. I honestly probably shouldn't be using all these oils, but like if I only use 1 or 2, it should be fine. So I make sure the wick is up like this so it doesn't get anything on it. So just one or two dabs. So like just 1 or 2 dabs. You'll be fine. Like I said, this is all for self-love within myself. I smush it around like that so I can get it. I just love the smell. I love oils. So I'm going to go in with the road opener. I'm definitely going to put some stability in it after that, because I feel like I don't want my road opener to go anywhere else. I want it to go straight to what's that heart, my self-love. And that's why I picked pink, because I feel like pink always has represented me, because pink is self-love. Pink is something I love since I was a child. That's why my favorite crystal is the rose quartz. Like, I've been working on my self-love since I was a child, and that's the way I was. Look, I have. And then I'm gonna go in it with the Crown of Glory. So just smooth it around, So after that, I'm gonna go in it with some grapefruit. Like I said, grapefruit is like really good for uplifting, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to uplift it. Trying to uplift my self-love, trying to bring it back. So I did that. But if there's like any kind of candle you might want to see, I have done money. I've done quite a them. Done money. I did self-love, self-worth. I think I don't got no more energy. Nope, I don't have no more energy. That is fine. That is okay. Oh, it smells so good already. My hands, the smell of it is amazing. I just love it. I love it. So we're gonna put a dash of rose. Oh, that's a lot of rose. What's today? Sorry, I'm trying to see what day it is. It's Friday, so I can actually, if I want to, I can actually light it up today if it is self-love. So like if I do this, when I personally do this, I sit down, I meditate it with, I meditate, I put my intentions to it. So I talk to the candle. You know, oh, that's a lot of Jasmine. I guess Jasmine wanted to be in there. I'm so sorry. So, you know, I can light it up today if I want to, because it's Friday. Friday is a good day for anything dealing with love. The ruling planet is Venus. Friday is Venus's day. So anything dealing with love, like, so. But we're doing self-love. And when it comes to the full moon, that's coming up soon. I think in how many days? In 5 days. In 5 days. In 5 days, I think, oh, it smells good already. Yeah, I love anything smells good. I love it. So, like I was saying, the full moon should be coming up in 5 days, which is the eclipse too at the same time. So during that time, I'm going to be saging. I'm going to be taking my own ritual bath, a very self-love bath. With that, I usually use, like, I have like 4 candles going, incense going, some herbs inside the bath. I soak in, and then, you know, sometimes I put a crystal or something with it. So it just depends. Like, you know, when I light this up, I'm actually going to put the rhodonite and the clear quartz with my pink quartz with it, rose quartz. So, you know, I do different things. Okay, it smells good. Alright, so I personally like to do flowers first. Like, I don't want to do the chamomile first. So I'm going with it with rose. Some roses for self-love. And on my altar, I have rose and lavender and cauldron, I think, or something like that. I forgot. So put some rose. I have rose in it now. Let's try to open this up. I have another bag. I should have just used that one because, like, knowing these are hard to open. No. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm sorry. I just seen it has some almonds. And then just put a little bit of that. Just a little bit. Because I usually I was always called the flower child. And I believe Mother Nature is the best cure for anything. Some chamomile. Sprinkle some chamomile in there. I'm trying to get the herbs to stay away from the wick, honestly, but you know, if it doesn't, it doesn't. Can't get mad about it. And some juniper berries. I put 5 in because lately I've been seeing 555, so let's just pray it works. Well, I know it's gonna work. You know, my own magic is my own magic. I know it's gonna work. Some lavender. And some rosemary. I'm sorry if I'm quiet. I'm honestly looking. I'm focusing on this. Gotta put your attention, so you gotta keep it focused. There you go. And then some almonds. Almonds is a great protector too. It's for root protection, especially with myself. You know, I personally don't. I'm very paranoid. For some odd reason, I always feel like someone's out to get me. Or I always want something. And that's not fair. That's not fair for me. But then again, that's what society and what people have showed me. So, but hopefully one day everything will be okay. Well, I know one day everything's gonna be okay. Alright, so I broke up the almonds. Oh, this is actually a very long one. I apologize. If you're still with me, thank you. And then some henna links. If it wants to come out. Come on. Be nice. Be nice to mom. Alright. So, I gotta clean this up before mom sees it. But, give me 1 second and I'll show you the finishing product. Okay, and this is it. I don't know if it's focusing. I was trying to fix it, but this is what the finishing product looks like. So, you know, thank you for you guys that's hanging on there. I do appreciate that. Sorry if it was all over the place, because honestly, I need to just get my book. I kind of go things off my head and try to do it, but like again, you can always look it up, the ingredients. I'll put it what I put in there, and I'll see you guys again someday, because you know my emotions are always taking tolls of me, and you know I'm learning how to cope with it. So you guys have a wonderful day, have a magical day, and blessed be.